Whoopi Goldberg, whose real name is Caryn Elaine Johnson, a renowned American actor, comedian, author, and television personality, has a penchant for antique homes. She has owned many striking properties on both coasts. Goldberg's extravagant homes prove her immense professional success. Today, we'll glimpse at the star's several stunning homes in California, New York, Vermont, and New Jersey. These residences were associated with significant events in Goldberg's life, so prepare to learn some fascinating facts about her lifestyle and home preferences. Berkeley, California. In 1973, at 18, Whoopi Goldberg got married and moved to Berkeley, California. She worked odd jobs as bank teller, bricklayer, and even a mortuary cosmetologist. Goldberg's successful career began in Berkeley. Her one-woman show, The Spook Show, became a real hit, and the star performed it before audiences in Europe, across the US, and New York City. She purchased her first home in Berkeley back in 1985. Goldberg paid $335,000 for a restored 1890 Victorian-style house. Her new, nearly 1,500-square-foot residence featured a two-story barn. Though illegally, the star showed off some creativity and converted it into a cottage-style guest house. The guest house measured nearly 1,600 square feet and boasted New Orleans-style architecture. It had a large front porch and gingerbread-style columns and overhangs. Fancy columns on the front porch highlighted the stunning estate, adding more character. The elegant living room boasted wood accents, and a skylight-lined cabin with a tasteful interior was also present. Goldberg owned Berkeley home for 30 years and finally sold it for $2 million in 2015. The Berkeley home looks little and quaint when compared to Goldberg's other mansions and sprawling multi-million-dollar estates in New York, New Jersey, and Vermont. However, it was dear to her heart, as it symbolized where it all started and her fame began. Pacific Palisades, Los Angeles, California. Goldberg's next residence was a spectacular $2.5 million house in the Pacific Palisades, a neighborhood in the West Side region of Los Angeles, California. The home was decorated in the Art Deco style, which made it highly appealing to the celebrity. It measured nearly 7,000 square feet and had 5 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms. The residence boasted quite a remarkable pedigree. It was originally built in the 1930s for famous Austrian author Vicky Baum. Besides, late English actor David Niven also was among the former owners of the Pacific Palisades home. You might know him by the films Casino Royale and The Pink Panther, 1963. Goldberg's new home retained numerous original features such as fireplaces and crown moldings. The black and white marble checkerboard flooring in the foyer was also preserved. The sprawling property comprised a library and a guest house with a separate kitchen and a heartwarming fireplace. The exterior was partially covered with creeping vines and had a striking in-ground swimming pool for extra fun. The house overlooked the secluded woodland canyon. The territory boasted exceptional landscaping and mature trees, making the property look very aesthetic. Whoopi Goldberg maintained the home for around 25 years. In 2018, she sold it for $8.8 million. The most recent selling price for this striking residence being $10.5 million. Thus, the star has owned several luxurious houses on both coasts over the past few decades. She spent much of her time in California. Vermont. Goldberg also owned an adorable Vermont residence she purchased for $950,000. The colonial-style house, built in 1790, measured nearly 6,000 square feet on 745 acres. The sprawling estate was minutes away from lakes and skiing. The historic home's living spaces featured hardwood floors, an old brick double-sided fireplace, and a beehive oven. Antique hardwood floors ran throughout the entire home, and 3 extra fireplaces adorned the sitting room. It offered 4 bedrooms, 3 full and 2 half bathrooms for the comfortable living of its residents, and a 2-bedroom bunkhouse for the guests. In 2004, Goldberg reportedly had the home entirely renovated with modern conveniences. Still, it maintained its rustic charm. The ground's numerous amenities included an indoor riding arena, a heated horse barn, several pole barns, and a 2-story cement barn that served as a woodworking studio. The barn comprised a walk-in shed and 2 animal pens. The Star later added a double garage, divided wooden thermopane windows, and an automatic generator. A 2-bedroom bunkhouse stood completely separate from the living facilities and generator. French doors opened to the gardens and offered a stunning view of pasture. The actress sold her sprawling Vermont home for $1.5 million in 2012. Loft in New York. Whoopi Goldberg considers herself a true New Yorker. She was born and raised in the Chelsea neighborhood of Manhattan. She celebrated her Manhattan roots by purchasing a full-floor, 2-bedroom loft in Soho. She invested nearly $4 million in the new 3,800-square-foot home. The loft featured high ceilings, exposed brick, and cast-iron columns. The chevron-patterned marble floors, a fully equipped chef's kitchen, a spacious family room, and a master wing with a large bedroom, an ensuite bathroom, and a huge walk-in closet added to its numerous attractions. The closet offered tons of storage space and had an attached dressing room, significantly bigger than some bedrooms in less amazing apartments. Goldberg liked a shabby chic industrial style while living in the home. In 2010, Goldberg sold the apartment to venture capitalist Ben Lira and his wife Emily for less than $3 million. They have made several updates to the interior, making the space look more modern and contemporary. The family has added many splashes of color, so now the loft looks more agile. New Jersey. Whoopi Goldberg decided she needed more privacy after being badly hounded by the fans. She complained, "I lived in the city and had no way of sitting outside, because every time I go sit outside, 50 people would come and hang out." Thus, she decided to move to New Jersey. Initially, it was the suggestion of her business partner, Tom Leonardis, and the Star first reacted to it somewhat reluctantly. She purchased a luxurious $2.8 million estate in the gated community of Llewellyn Park. This is where the Star lives now. Llewellyn Park is a 425-acre community with round-the-clock security, a 50-acre park, and an array of celebrity and immensely wealthy residents. The imposing colonial-style property measures nearly 9,500 square feet. The house with the red brick exterior was originally built in 1927. It has a lovely backyard garden. Goldberg is one of the rare souls who have won an Oscar, Grammy, Emmy, Tony, and Golden Globe. But you won't see any of them lying about amid the decor she's so fond of. Her awards are stashed away at the very top of the house, where she keeps her collection of rare books. And even there, they are hard to find. She started seriously collecting in 1985 as the result of a chance encounter with Elizabeth Taylor, who used to give her all sorts of career and financial advice. "A lot of what you see here is because of Elizabeth Taylor," she says. "I am sort of eclectic," she adds. "The periods kind of clash all over the house, which is great for me. It feels like you can hang out. It's formal, and yet it doesn't give a shit." She calls her living environment rather formal. For instance, the eat-in kitchen features a refined cream and beige color scheme, classic granite countertops, and a large center island. The star has also shared glimpses of her home study with the fascinating decor. It boasts mosaic-style artwork and dark mahogany furniture. The room looks very elegant and atmospheric. The paneled living room boasts an imposing fireplace, while the opulent master suite is complemented by the master ensuite with a large soaking tub. There's also a blue sunroom, a billiards room, a gym, and a wine cellar. A large entrance hall welcomes Goldberg's guests, and an enormous dining room allows organizing grand family gatherings. The home offers 8 bedrooms, so there's plenty of space for the star and her guests. Though Whoopi is single and lives alone, it doesn't prevent her from inviting her dearest friends and family members into the comfort of her house. With her first husband, Alvin Martin, the celebrity shares her only child, a daughter named Alexandria Martin. Whoopi is also a grandmother to Alex's 3 kids, daughters Amara and Jersey, and son Mason. Goldberg loves being a grandma. Grandchildren come to hang out. Friends arrive for supper. I do these wild, wonderful dinner parties in my dining room with about 8 or 9 people, just because I am not big on going out. And though she still wants to act and perform in every possible venue, I want to do all of it. I will say that I have become the laziest woman on earth because I am in my house and I am very happy. Whoopi's sprawling family also includes Charlie Rose Burr Renault, Alex's granddaughter. Yes, Goldberg is a proud great-grandmother. Whoopi's current New Jersey mansion is the ideal spot for her. Her home offers the seclusion of the suburbs she had been striving for. Still, it's located close enough to New York City, where the star regularly films episodes of The View. Whoopi enjoys relaxing at home on the couch, reading good books, and watching movies. Goldberg also maintains an extra summer residence on the coast of Sardinia. Whoopi evidently knows what she likes in terms of her living arrangements. As we've reviewed Whoopi Goldberg's 5 houses, from her first major home acquisition in California to the most recent home purchase in New Jersey, what do you think of her real estate preferences? How do you find Whoopi's taste in luxury real estate? Please share your thoughts on the topic with us. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing for more content like this.